get Christmas going. Here's the garland. It passes as a Christmas tree. Yep, we're building a Govey cone tree light to go outside the front of the house. We are coming out to do our written driving test. Mark and I are alone. Driving test booked for today. How did you get on, Mark?
I'm maybe shopping for a car.
It's how much? Good morning and welcome to this week's vlog. It is Sunday today, so I do apologise, but we didn't really vlog anything yesterday. No reason other than I spent the majority of the day trying to get video edited and up, which I did in the end. We had a few technical issues again. I think it's just a case of getting used to new equipment, if that makes sense. But yeah, we are... and also, as well as sorting out the vlog, we went to watch some of the friends that we've made here. Their son plays for a football team and he was in a tournament, and so we went to support them in the football tournament last night, and then we went to meet some of the rest of our friends at Boxy Park in Lake Nona, which I highly recommend on a weekend night. That was so much fun, and it was great because they had like a little makers market, and then you crossed over into Boxy Park and they've got a load of food trucks, and there's a great big park area for the kids to play on, volleyball court and stuff. And so yeah, the kids just went nuts, and we didn't end up getting home until midnight. And yeah, so we just didn't really vlog a lot yesterday, so but that's what we got up to anyway. Today it is a lovely warm day, but there's a bit of cloud cover today, so no blue skies, but it's still so nice and warm, and not taking that for granted as being as it's November. Today was supposed to have been very much a get the jobs done in the house situation, as I need to do some cleaning, some washing, some ironing, lots and lots of things to do. And our friends have messaged us again and asked us if we want to go meet them. And that is the one thing that I'm coming to grips with here in Florida. I don't think it's going to be a case of scheduling time out, meeting up with people. It's going to be the need to schedule, and this is in fact something that Chloe said to me yesterday, is that you have to schedule your time in the house to do your household jobs. Because yeah, we're going to go out again this afternoon and just completely abandon all of the jobs that need to be done in the house. But I guess the truth is, that's the reason why we're here. The ability to get out and about and go meet people and get the kids out all throughout the year, not just in the summer, is one of the reasons why we're here. So yeah, that is. But then there's also something else really exciting that I wanted to do today, and I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to get the chance, or it may be later on today, because he conceded in the end. And I have this. Yes, the Christmas tree has been delivered. It's virtually the end of November. I totally think it's time to get that up. And I've got all of the Christmas decorations that are in the cupboard that we've bought over the course of last week. And I think it's time that we put them to some use and got a bit of wear out of them. Don't you? So at some point, either today or tomorrow, this tree and all the decorations that we have, they're going up. Trying to think what else. Yesterday as well, Mark built Jacob's bed with my mum's help. So that was something else that we did yesterday. And on that kind of emotional side of things, and I know we speak very openly about that. Yesterday was a day where we got some expected but still very sad family news, and that is when the distance really comes to play a part, because we're nowhere near close, and sometimes that can be very hard. But we're here for one another, and obviously there are video calls and things. So I'm not going to, obviously I'm sure you can appreciate and respect the fact that I'm not going to go into any detail. But yeah, it is one of the factors about being abroad and so far away, is that sometimes it's not quite as easy to just get somewhere fast. But that doesn't mean that you can't still support people. So yes, but back on to happier things. Anyway, so yeah, that is kind of what today is going to look like. Tomorrow I need to get back into the swing of a working week again, so that's something that I need to do. And to do that, we've got a desk that needs building, so that will definitely be another job on the list, is to get my work desk built so that I can actually sit better to do a fair day's work. Oh yeah, so that is where we are right now. Here's the Finster chilling on the sofa upstairs now in the loft, playing on his Xbox. Finn, how did you enjoy the football tournament yesterday?
Good.
And how about when we went to Boxy Park? What did you think of Boxy Park?
Yeah, good. That's pretty good.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
What are you feeling about life here in Florida so far?
Good.
Any expansion on just one word, good? What do you like the most and what are you enjoying?
Going to Disney?
Okay. Anything else?
Not really.
Not really? What about having made a whole host of new friends and going and spending time with them and having fun?
I'm going to the pool today.
We may be going to a pool later. We're going to meet them again. Is that good?
Yeah.
Are you liking going out and doing more things?
Yeah.
What about the weather? Are you enjoying it being warm and stuff?
Yep.
Are you looking forward to doing more sporty stuff?
Yeah.
Are we getting any more conversation out of you? I'm going to take that as a no. It's like trying to squeeze blood out of a stone, isn't it? But I did try to get you an insight into how Finley is feeling about life in Florida so far. At some point, we may get a bit more out of him, but trying to talk to him while he's playing the game is probably not the best time. Anyway, I better head in here and go and sort some of this mess out. Even though I might not be doing any of it, I better get some of it done. And by that, I mean the washing. I have no intention of doing any ironing right now, but I've got some washing in there that needs to go in there, and I've got washed stuff that needs to go in the tumble dryer. So it certainly isn't all sunshine and play dates here in Florida. You have to do all of the really boring stuff too. We've had a doggy delivery. We're just unboxing it now. And as you can see, Marky is dressed for Florida life.
Can't wear shirts like this in Florida. Where can you wear them?
Exactly. And it is our little doggy pen. And the reason we've got a little doggy pen is because our back garden is not fenced in. The fences that you can see there are the neighbours. So we're going to try and put this little pen outside so they can kind of go inside and outside a little bit. Obviously, still while supervised. We've got to do something to make them going out a little bit easier for us and them, because you get the leads out every time and they're not happy. So yeah, let's get this set up and we'll show you what it looks like. There we go. Doggies have got a little bit of like an outside run as such now. What you got stuck in your mouth, Boo? Stop eating the grass.
No, leave it. Leave.
They are dachshunds, honestly. They're not cows. Despite the fact that the pair of them are going round busy chomping on foliage. It is now Sunday evening. And we have come back from our friend's pool and had a fabulous time in their community pool. Kids have loved playing around. I can't lie. It wasn't a bad way to spend a Sunday in November. Doggies, however, are not overly impressed at being left. Are you, Rooster? We're getting a little bit of howling, aren't we? Look at her, she's super duper tired now. Are you tired? She's discovered how to howl. It's got to stop. Anyways, so we've had some food which we ordered from this place called, I think it was Huey Magoo's. It was on Uber. It was a recommendation from people that we've seen today, which was Chloe from Hair Life and her hubby, and Becky, another one in the little crew. And yeah, we had that for dinner off Uber and it was very nice. We'll definitely be getting that one again. But now it's Sunday evening, and what else would you be doing in a Sunday evening towards the end of November? Oh yeah, that thing there, that box, that's got the Christmas tree in. I think it might be time. It might be time to get out the Christmas decorations that we've got and put them up and get the house feeling a little bit more festive, as being as we haven't got all of our kind of personal stuff to really sort of personalise it. Let's get Christmas going. First up is going to be the Christmas garland, which I'm just going to like add a bit of vavavoom to. Here's the garland. And here are some starlights that I bought to put up for a birthday. And so now I'm going to pop these on here because I think they'll look really nice for Christmas. So that is now done. And ignoring the fact that Mark and Finn are watching The Grinch, so I'm having to speak over it, they're both settled on the sofa to watch The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And I've just put that garland on top of there. Finishing touch to the garland is the initial decorations that we bought from Hobby Lobby in that first week. And I think it looks quite cute. There we go. We are all on the garland. This easy one for making everywhere look festive is to chuck out all the Christmassy cushions. So let's go take all of these and throw them basically at Mark and Finn. What I would say, if you are out there buying a load of stuff, we've not had a successful experience with home goods on 2 occasions now. We have gone to get stuff off coat hangers and notice this situation. Yes, the security tag is still attached. Had a pair of curtains like that which I had to take back, and now my Christmas throw also now needs to go back and have the tag removed. Fortunately, we have been able to find the receipt. So hopefully I shouldn't have any issues getting the tag taken off. Next on the list has to be the Christmas tree that I wasn't really allowed to have, but I got anyway. So we got this one off Amazonium, and I think it was about £180. So I'm not holding out lots of hope on how realistic it is, but it's better than nothing, and I'm not complaining at all. So let's get it out, get it up, and see whether it was a bargain or not. To say that the tree cost $180 and it's not a Balsam Hill tree, it doesn't look too bad, I don't think. I mean, even Mark, when we were fluffing it out, turned round and said, it's not as good as our trees, is it? I mean, hello, this is the reason why I said I wanted a Balsam Hill tree. That aside, I don't think this looks too bad. Sparse in places, but It passes as a Christmas tree. Even Jacob had said, it now looks like a Christmas tree. We're on to a good start. Now to get some stuff on it and try and fill in some of these bare patches. Okay, so we've put the picks in that we bought from Hobby Lobby, and I am really quite pleased with how nice they look. Next up is snowflakes. Okay, so now we have the snowflakes on as well. I am loving the way this looks. Good morning and a very happy Monday from Mark and I. We have left the kids with Nanny Angel because we are coming out to do our written driving test. Yes. So we've driven, it's about half an hour away.
No, 20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's it, we're back. And Marky, what happened?
We passed.
Whee! So yes, we both passed. Woohoo! Mark reckons he did it in a record time. I think it was about 12 minutes.
Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you that you did it in a record time.
No.
But 11 minutes and 31 seconds, I think it was.
Yeah, so, you know, he was always going to do that, wasn't he? The legend that he is. I took a bit longer, but I also seem to have a bit of an issue with my little test screen.
It's okay to come second as husband and wife. Oh,
Hey, look, slow and steady wins the race.
well, no, 'cause I still passed. So
You've watched the hare, you've listened to the fable about the hare and the tortoise. Alright? Slow and steady wins the race. But I still passed. But interestingly, so we came to the one at, what was it called again? Randolph Tax.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott Randolph is the tax collector for Orange County.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was connected to somewhere that basically people can come and do loads of things. It's just a very spooky looking mall.
Yeah. Obviously the mall isn't very, I don't think any of it's used in terms of the shopping aspect.
It's not a very busy place.
So there's huge department store type.
Dillard's is like,
Dillard's,
looks
yeah.
shut. There's like something called a game time there or something, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, that being said, you kind of go in, you check in automatically on like a little screen, and then you then go into like a sitting waiting room, and like you have like given a text message of a number which you've checked in, because you have to kind of do a lot of stuff with a mobile number here. So you have to put your mobile number that you book your appointment with into the check-in appointment check-in screen, and then they'll send you a text message with like your ticket number, and then you have to wait for them to call that number, and then they will give you a window number to go to.
So my window number got called like immediately. I literally checked in, and then I got a text within 30 seconds. I go to window 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then mine took about 10 or 15 minutes for me to get called through. But the reason we were like, oh, this is a bit of a nightmare, was because we've only got one copy of the rental agreement with the address on. And basically you need to be able to have certain documents to be able to take the written test. So that is like passport, your visa and stuff like that. Identification. You need something with the address on twice, don't you? With your name on it. Because we've only got one with my name on it, which is the rental agreement. The energy bill that came that had only had Mark's name on it. So he had to sign like a notary form thing to attest to the fact that I lived at that address as well. And we were able to do that. So we got around that. But that's what we literally had to wait for before we could go and do this written test, that we had to have those two things with our name on and an address in the county, so to speak. So yeah, so we had to take all of that. You kind of show that to the person behind the counter. They then assign you a test station, and then you just go over and do the test. Now, Mark got through his no problem, but with mine, you kind of at the beginning, you have to like click to begin, and then you select your name, you select your date of birth. You then have to like do an agree that
you know, that you're going to abide by all of the rules. It then gives you a warning about cheating, basically, and making sure that your cell phone and everything's off. And then you get to the begin test. So it's almost like, what do they call it? You know, like a locking screen, almost, like you have on a computer, like a timeout thing. And Mark's never timed out, but mine sort of timed out probably every 20, 30 seconds. So I'd be in the middle of a question, thinking about it, and looking at the answers and trying to read all of the answers thoroughly to make sure I picked the right one. And then the screen would lock out, and then I'd have to go through this process again. So it kind of like increased the stress levels a little bit, because you're trying to make sure you read everything, but you've got like this really short window before the screen times out, and then you have to go back. So I did get 6 wrong, but out of 50. And so you only need 40 to pass. 40 out of 50 to pass, so I've got 6 wrong.
But you don't actually get to answer all the questions.
No.
So as soon as you hit 40,
Yeah, that's
it
it.
goes, congratulations, you passed, and that's it. You
Yeah.
go back to the kiosk. I was a bit good. I was like, I want to see how many I can get.
I know, yeah. Mark only got 1 wrong. But you can.
Yeah, but I did skip 4.
You can skip. That's the good thing. So they have enough in there for you to skip in a certain amount of questions, so you can try and like optimise your opportunities to pass. But we've both passed, so that is the main thing. We're now trying to see whether we can get the practical test done tomorrow, because at that centre, with it being a short week and Thanksgiving, their soonest they have slots available is Tuesday the 2nd of December, which really doesn't work for us. So Mark said he had a quick look online, and there are some other test centres that do have appointments for tomorrow. So we're going to try and see if we can get booked into one of those. Otherwise, we've got a bit of a wait. And the reason for wanting to do it sooner rather than later is obviously we've got Nanny Angel with us, and so she can sit with the boys. So yeah, that is the plan. So I'll update you in a bit as to whether we manage to get one booked for tomorrow. But this week is all about driving.
By way of celebration of passing our test, Mark and I have come to a lovely little spot to get a coffee. Yes, we've come to Foxtail. We're going to get a nice little coffee and celebrate. Maybe a nice little cake too.
Don't remember mentioning cake. I remember mentioning coffee, not cake.
So we left the Christmas tree decorating last night when I took Finny to bed, and we've got a couple of we've got a little finishing off thing that we need to do. Nanny very kindly finished putting the bells on the tree. So yeah, we've now got little bell strings on it, and so the last thing, of course, has got to be the topper. Okay. So we've got a topper. Let's get this topper on the tree. Okay, we finished up the tree as follows, with some little lit initials around the bottom of the tree. I've actually finished that off. I really do need to go and do some work. So that is what I'm going to do next. So I'll catch up with you again in a bit. Obviously, it's a bit later, and I'm going to have a go at doing, we've already been having a go at doing the outside lights. So we bought some in-ground Govee little tiny disc lights, which I'll show you outside in a minute. But next up, we're building this baby. Yep, we're building a Govee cone tree light to go outside the front of the house. That is where I've got to, and I need to put these in the pole. So we're doing it again. Me and Mark have finished work after sort of working a little bit later into the
I wouldn't say we
evening.
finished work, we just stopped.
Well, yeah.
Stopped work.
We decided we were coming to Magic Kingdom to see the Christmas decorations all lit up at night and to get Nanny Angel there for the first time because she's not seen them yet. So we're going to go and have some Magic Kingdom fun. Not quite sure how much of it I'm going to record. I'll put a few clips in so you can see. But this is more about a family evening out, having some fun.
Most importantly, we've got to feed Jacob.
We have got to feed him. He's
Me
getting
too.
hungry.
Can we go to the toilet first?
Nice. Yeah, apparently we've got a toilet stop first. Well, actually, no. Technically, first things first. We've got to go through the booths.
Well,
It's beautiful. Lovely. It's so nice seeing it all lit up at night.
So beautiful.
Sorry for the terrible footage, but I'm on my phone because I never bought the camera. Because as I said earlier, I wasn't planning on vlogging a lot. But somehow we ended up in Pecos Bill again. It's kind of somewhere we always end up.
guess what, guys? We got 4 free cheesecakes.
We did. Yeah, they were obviously coming to the end of shift and the cheesecakes needed to go, so we were given them, which was very nice. Marky got the beef, look, and those are the cheesecakes we got given. So we'll sample those in a bit. Everybody's on a rice bowl. So we're going to eat some food because we've not eaten.
To our new passengers, we welcome you aboard our Highway in the Sky and hope you enjoy the Magic Kingdom.
Good morning and very happy Tuesday. Mark and I are alone again because we have managed to get our driving test booked for today. So yeah, we are on our way. Obviously we left you last night in Magic Kingdom after our little quick impromptu visit there, and we went home and just basically all fell into bed because it was midnight by the time we got back in the end.
It was just after midnight, wasn't it? About half 12.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? So we're all a little bit on the tie side today. But we are up, we are out, and we are on our way to the driving test centre. Now, this one is not the place where we went yesterday because they had no appointments available until the 2nd of December. So we've chosen a different test location, which was at a university or a college of some description.
I don't think it's at a university. It's just called University Orlando.
Right, there we go. That's where we're going. Anyway, so we're off there now on our way to go and do our driving tests. Now, we're not quite sure how it's going to work because we had to book 2 separate appointments. But when we were at the doing the written test yesterday, one of the people that we were talking to said because we're using the same car, there's a chance that the instructor could just do the test with one of us and then we swap over and just the other person does the test. But that wasn't what Mark was told when he was at the counter. So we are just going to wait and see how this pans out. But either way, we've both got an appointment and we'll both find out today whether we pass or not. But I do have a question for you all, really. So I'm interested to know how you feel about when vlogs leave these things on a cliffhanger till the end of the video to keep you watching till the end.
But you're going to keep people in suspense to
Well,
find
that's
out.
my point. That's my point. I kind of like, and they were being helpful and trying to be helpful and make a suggestion for us. So we had somebody comment on one of our videos to say that they have learned over the time of being on YouTube to save their wild card until the end. The idea being that you keep people watching right the way through to the end of your video. But I've always felt a little bit uncomfortable with that kind of manufactured approach to the vlogs, and
That's just how it works.
I know, but that's not what we've done. That's not the way we've been. We've always been honest in the moment, at the time,
Just don't do it then.
real life. But
I'm intrigued as to what our viewers think about that.
They're all going to tell you like now.
Well, no, I know
Don't
they
leave-
are,
don't
but what I
leave-
mean is, does that
don't leave them in
annoy them?
suspense.
Does that annoy you to try to keep you watching? Or even fast
Can I-
forward to the end to just find out? Is it even worthwhile?
Can I reply as a viewer of other people?
You can reply as a viewer, yeah.
I get annoyed by it. This channel was only ever set up to help people not guide people through the visa process, but give people our experience of the visa process and the type of visa that we've done.
Yes.
And then the continuation of it is to then give people the insights of what goes on afterwards.
Yeah.
So what you have to do when you first come to Florida and all of the trials and tribulations that come with
Like going and doing a driving test.
doing a driving test or not having a credit history, so you can't get bugger all.
Yeah.
You know, you're basically the driving license is like your passport to everything.
Yeah. You can't do a fat lot without
You
it.
can't because it becomes, because you're a non-citizen, so you don't have a US passport. The Florida driving license, or whatever state you're in, your driving license typically ends up being the only other form of state ID that you get.
Yeah.
And 99.9% of like life things that you have to do requires a state ID. Bank accounts, mortgages, car leasing, finance, credit cards, in the most part. But yeah, so and your social security social security number. That's also really important as well.
Yeah.
But one thing to note, whilst this is in my mind, because if I don't say it, I'll
Yeah, we've
forget.
drifted off topic a bit. But
Drifted off topic a
let's
little
just
bit.
roll with it because that's the way we
Social
go.
security numbers and your credit file. Your credit file stuff. Just because your social security number gets issued doesn't mean that like you exist. We still don't exist. I've had it like 2 weeks. And whether that's the whole Florida driving license thing, and I've not been able to register or anything, but I tried to register for Experian.
Yeah.
Even if all it turned around and said was, yeah, you don't exist and you were 0.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what it was so I could keep an eye on it and see what changed and when it changed. And yeah, nothing. I can't even register
Oh, there we go.
because as far as it's concerned, we don't exist.
Let's hope we exist soon. Especially as we're meant to go sit next to somebody and do a driving test. So yeah, you can see all of that skyline there. There we go, we've made it to the test centre. The test in this car as well, so at least I've, driven it a bit. And let's go find out our fate. That's it, we're back in the car and we're on our way back. How did you get on, Mark?
Passed, obviously.
Me too! We may have had you going then. Not really, for a very short second. So we are both now deemed acceptable drivers by the state of Florida. We've got our licenses, which is a godsend because now hopefully we can go and do all of the other things that we need to do that have been requiring the license.
Oh, excuse me.
Opening a bank account.
Bank account is one. Yes.
Yeah. Sorting out a car. But we're another step closer
Next job
to
on the
getting
list.
things done. But yeah, that one's a big tick. So I'm imagining banks will be one of the next things to get done, but not today, or not yet anyway today, because when I get back home I'm gonna quickly have something to eat, grab the boys, and then we're off out because we're going to meet all of the fellow Brits that are here and with their kids at Urban Air, and we're going to go and have some fun jumping around on the trampolines. But we are going out for a Thanksgiving meal, so you've got that happening on Thursday. So yeah, that's kind of what our week is looking like so far.
Still having lessons for the
Good morning and happy Wednesday. Hope you are all doing well. Just got dressed. Time for a quick cuppa and some breakfast before I pop out. I've got to go to Home Goods and take that throw back to get the tag taken off it. The Black Friday sales are, roaring ahead. And there's some really nice green cushions in Kirkland that I want to go and have a look at. I need to pop to Walter Beauty because the roots are making an appearance. So I've got to go and find a hair dye. Because I've already took you to these places, was it this week or was it last week? But we've been recently and I feel I'm not necessarily going to film when I'm in any of those shops, but what I will do is we'll give you a haul when we get back so you can see what we bought, if we buy anything, apart from any Christmas presents, which obviously are not coming on the vlog. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Then when we get back, I've got a vlog to finish editing. There is lots of housework to be done. I've already put some bed sheets in the washing because I need to change beds. So it is very much going to be a home day in that sense. We've got stuff we've got to get done. And that's the reality of life, isn't it? Can't be out every day, which is what we've done so far. And now we've got a lot to do and catch up on. So yeah, we'll catch up with you again in a bit. Okay, so Nanny and I are back.
Jeez!
And this is our little shopping haul.
Why this much stuff? Oh, you said you were going to the Ristan something.
I know, yeah. But then we went and did a bit of Nanny's Christmas shopping, and then I saw a few bits as well. There was a few bits that I needed. Yeah, you can tell how impressed they are with that situation, aren't you? They would have been even less impressed if I'd have took them. So, let's start out with Kirkland Home. So Kirkland Home basically was 3 of these cushions, which were really lovely with this little loop detail on there. So they will go lovely on the sofa. The other purchase from Kirkland Home is, the doggies have seen a squirrel. Is it still there? It's still there. It's on the grass over there. They've seen the squirrel. Girls, you're going to have to get used to the Florida wildlife. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play. He's just looking for his nuts, that's all. Back to Kirkland's. So, the other purchase from Kirkland's, if I can get it out, is for the front door. Now, I have a wreath that is coming with the shipping, but I just needed something for the front door for this year. And this was in the sale because Kirkland had basically got 40% off everything because of it being Black Friday weekend. So, yeah, for the front door. So that's very cute. Then we go Home Goods. So I returned the blanket and got the tag taken off it. And then we saw this lovely table runner there. So that's lovely, very lush, and obviously with my green silver theme. And we're going out for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, and I saw that and thought, why not? That could be quite fun for after dinner. So we'll take that with us. We also got just a little bottle of something for our hosts to say thank you. So a bit of Prosecco. So, yes. And I think we said we are going to do a traditional British crumble to take with us. And so we went to World Market and we managed to find, they've got no tins, but what did we find, Nanny? We found some custard powder. Custard! So we've got to make some custard up. And yeah, so then we can make our apple crumble and take some custard. We found these mint penguins. And then there was this pancake mix that looked really nice that I was like, okay, it's probably like just artificial rubbish, but you know. Pineapple coconut flavour and banana and macadamia nut. I figured they'd just got to be worth a try for once, just for some fun. So that was World Market. Us girlies are going to Jollywood Nights. And I needed something a bit glam because all of my posh stuff's come in. And I was going to put together an outfit upstairs, but I just wasn't happy with it. It's not glam enough. So I found a sparkly dress in Home Goods for $25. So I'm going to try that on and see what it looks like. Well, not Home Goods, it was in Marshalls, but they're pretty much joined. So we'll see how that looks. And I'm basically going to go like a Christmas light, I suppose. Ulta Beauty. Now, as I said to you earlier, the roots are a problem. So I ended up having to get hair dye. So I found this Madison Reed one. It looked very similar in colour. I think one of the children are about to fall through the ceiling. And then like a kit. So at some point in time, I desperately need to do that. And my skin is a bit dry at the moment, so I've got a little collagen face mask to give a whirl. I mean, it's not going to do a lot for the wrinkles and the lines, if you know what I mean, but we can try. Brow setter, because the e.l.f. one I've got just keeps flaking and I'm not keen. Some more, stuff to try and help with the ageing process. Bath and Body Works then. I like the little car smelly things, and they've got this little cute Christmas dachshund one. So I picked that up. I got a non-Christmas themed one, which was very kind of just, for the car. Once Christmas is over. And 3 of the car scents. So yeah, that is the extent of the shopping. Mark has put me on a warning now. I'm not allowed to go shopping anymore. I've been, suspended from all shopping activities, I'm afraid. We've got to make do with what we got now. Right then, we were out for quite a while, to be fair. I think we left the house, what time was it? Maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it's now 4:45.
I did do some shopping.
Oopsie, as I said, Nanny did some shopping too, and we had a good browse around. And I will say that Winter Garden Village is a lovely little place to just go and have a wander around the shops. But now we need to start thinking about food, I guess. So yeah, I'm back already. Let's go put this on the front door, shall we? Looks very nice. There we go, with my believe sign, look. The green cushions are now on the sofa and the green throw. Hiding behind that blanket there. And then, that looks lovely. And I moved the Christmas tree cushions off the sofa to there. Oh, that looks quite nice as well. Ignoring the mess there, of course. Hello and a very happy Thanksgiving from all of us here. We are in the car and on our way to Amy's. So we're going to American Amy. If you don't follow Amy, I'll put her channel handle below, Amy's Magical Life. And there we're going to have a Thanksgiving feast with friends, because Amy and Mark are going to be there as well from Amy's Florida Adventures, and Katie and Zara from Katie's Florida Life. So yeah, we're going to go and have a fun family day with our friends. So we are really looking forward to that. So we are just heading out now and on our way. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure how much will or won't be recorded on the day. Obviously, as Amy is hosting, I'm sure Amy will put some stuff on about our day, so go out and check her video on that, and I might put a few clips in. So yeah, we will catch up with you again in a little bit.
Good morning and a very happy, not so warm Black Friday.
It's all right. It's still 74.
It's chilly. There is
The breeze.
there's a very chilly breeze in the air. Hence I have a fluffy jumper on and a gilet. But you can't complain because there is still very much a blue sky and the sun shining, so the sunnies are still needed. Yes, for those of you that need a bit of brightness in your life as we are rolling into December, here is some sunny blue sky here in Florida. Mark and I are out alone, crazily on Black Friday, attempting to go and try and get some things done.
Yeah, but we're not shopping. I mean, maybe shopping for a car, but other than that, we're doing just life stuff.
I can't remember whether you said about it, but either way, Mark went back to Best Buy, and because they've got extra deals on compared to what we paid for some of the stuff, we've had a nice $600 refund.
Basically, I went on, so Sam needed a new laptop because the MacBook isn't or wasn't doing what we needed it to do. So I went and bought her a new laptop, paid like $1,850 for it, and the following day it got put into the Black Friday sales with $400 knocked off. So I was like, well,
I'm having my $400
back, thanks. But because I noticed that, I also checked on some of the other stuff to see if anything else had changed. And the TV that we bought for our bedroom, there was already in technically the sale, because it was like $999 or whatever number it was. It had been reduced to $649 for the Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
And then in the actual Black Friday sale, it become $499 or $449,
Whatever it was.
whatever it is.
We
But
had
either way,
more money
it also ended up being one of the things. And then one of the little Sonos soundbar things was also reduced, so we got some back for that as well.
Obviously taking our cashola back.
So yeah.
In line with the T's and C's.
And I took the HDMI lead back that was too short. And that was $30. And then no questions, just handed it back. As long as it was all in there, they were happy, and he just...
That's it.
So they're very good. I like Best Buy. And they have some of the best prices.
They do.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't say, anyway, a big, massive, humongous thank you to Amy, Russ and their family for absolutely fantastic Thanksgiving yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
It was absolutely amazing. Now, we were having such a good time. I think I literally took a few clips of the food just before it got served up. And beyond that, which I will have put in sort of like earlier, but beyond that I didn't record anything because we were just so busy having a fabulous, wonderful time that nobody else really recorded anything. But it was categorically the best turkey I think I have ever eaten, ever.
Oh, there was no think about it. It was 100%.
It was categorically.
Testament to both Russ and Amy. They did a fantastic job with the food.
They
Food was
did.
Phenomenal.
Everything
some of the
was
stuff
sort of
I've
like...
never seen or heard of before.
And it was delicious.
But it was fantastic.
Yeah. Home cooked as well. So.
And hospitality was brilliant, guys. So if you are watching, thank you.
Yes.
And not just Russ and Amy, but also
everybody else that was there. We had such a lovely
day.
It
was brilliant with the boys, and Che sat next to me for most of the afternoon.
Yeah, chatting.
So yeah, it was fantastic. Really
big, massive thank you to them for welcoming us to our first Thanksgiving in Florida.
It was.
Living here.
It's very nice. It's been with everyone that we've met, everybody that we've come across, anybody that we've spoken to.
Yeah.
Unbelievably nice, which is such a nice welcoming, really hospitable, like such a nice, so different to what it is in
That's
the UK.
nothing against any of our friends in the UK,
no,
obviously, who are hospitable, lovely, friendly, but just in general here.
People aren't going to be offended. I'm just trying to say that.
No, I know
being
that.
new here,
I'm just saying that
being new here, it's
to clarify that
we're
situation.
We're new to it all.
We are.
To everything. We've only been here I know we said 5 weeks. 5 weeks we've been here today.
At no point in time did we expect to be invited to somebody's home for Thanksgiving dinner after only having been here for a couple of weeks.
No.
So
that was amazing.
That's kind of the point that we're trying to make.
But the boys have vastly changed how they feel about things. They've even turned around and said to everybody yesterday that we're now having a house party and everyone's coming to our house.
Apparently so.
Apparently. So that's obviously something we're going to have to organise at some point.
We are.
And no, it's nice.
It
So
is.
there are all of them very nice people.
They
And I'm
are.
not really a people person, but so far I've not come across anybody I don't like.
No, he's having to actually be sociable as
There's
well.
still time, people. There's still time. I'm sure there'll be someone at some point, but at the moment,
Next on our little list is car. So we're going to Jeep this time because we have a Jeep Grand Cherokee as our hire vehicle, and it's been quite a nice car to have, to be honest. So we figured we'd go and have a look and see how much they are. That's where we're going now. There is also a Ford in Claremont as well, so I could be tempted to stick my head in there. There's a lovely lake to that side that we're driving past. Lovely. So yeah, we're on our way then to Claremont direction to go to Jeep, and then after that I've got a Walgreens order to pick up because you can just arrange for a local pickup, so I've done that, which is quite handy. So yeah, we're getting stuff done today on a day that I thought there wouldn't be a lot of stuff you'd be able to do, but it appears we can.
more importantly, it's a bit of a rant, but I need to get it out so other people don't make the same mistake.
Goodness, let's get
So
settled.
back home, we had a steam generating iron.
Oh,
A very good one. Always seemed to work very well. Not that I did much of the ironing, but I did some.
Perfect Care Elite I think was the one that we had.
Philips.
Philips, yeah.
Very, very good. Never had any issues with it. In fact, we had one for about 7 years, was it, before it finally give up the ghost? But yeah, so we bought a new one, worked perfectly. So when we came here, I was like, we all hate ironing, because I want to try and make it as stress-free as possible by getting something similar to the one we had back home. So anyway, we bought a steam iron here, and I basically just bought the most expensive one I could find, thinking
It was a Rowenta branded
Rowenta.
one here.
Rowenta seem to have good reviews over here. They don't do any of the other brands here, Tefal, Philips, anything like that. So seem to be the best branded one. So I bought the most expensive version of the one they did, thinking that's going to be the best one they do. We've had two. The first one we had delivered didn't work. Didn't generate steam.
No.
Didn't do nothing. It just kept telling me that the tank was empty and there was no water in it.
Yeah.
Figured, these things happen. I sent it back and bought another one. Exactly the same problem.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a reasonably intelligent human being, and I'm pretty sure we did everything that you needed to do, which was basically put water in it, turn the knob to full speed so it generates steam, and turn it on. No. Twice it went, no. So we've then been and bought...
So we've returned that one.
We've
That
returned
was
that one
what
as
we
well,
were
so we
dropping off
just
at UPS.
But in the meantime, because obviously we need an iron, I've bought a lesser... It's still a Rowenta one, but it's a lesser quality one. In fact, it was less than half the cost of the more expensive one. Works perfectly.
Well, it works and it generates steam. Let's put it that way.
But we have also, however, bought one that was less than $100 that people rave about online. I think it's called an Air Pur or an Air Pure or something. We're going to test that one. See if that one is...
Yeah, we are, because if you have never used a steam generating iron, it cuts your ironing time in half. It is phenomenal.
We're going to fly to that 4,000 subscribers in no time.
Of course we are. Yeah, of course we are. Because everybody wants to know about how you iron in the US. Because if you've used a steam generating iron, you're not going back to one of those little things with the little thing that you pour the tiny, like, half a cup of water in, and then you have to pump the steam button, and nobody's going back to that. So as yet, we are trying to establish the best steam generating iron here in the US for those of you UK people coming over here that need a steam generating iron. So far we will give you the models and numbers and everything at some other point in time. So I hope you've enjoyed waffling the car time with Mark and Sam.
Cybertruck. Oh, we can get to Tesla as well. There's a Tesla around the corner. No, I wasn't asking you. I'm just letting you know I'm going to Tesla.
Don't need to go to Tesla.
I'm going to Tesla.
Even
as well.
Katie said yesterday, don't even go there with an electric car. So
Because they had one.
Yeah. We're not getting an electric vehicle right now. We'll catch up with you at Jeep.
I mean, the kids would love this, don't get me wrong. It's how much?
$106,000.
No. It's a no from me. We're not going electric. We feel that that's a bit risky as a primary vehicle, and that one barely would fit anything in it. Jacob would happily have this one or that one on the basis that they are both green.
I'd have this one because you could have all of the what's his name out of Cars?
Sarge.
Is it Sarge?
Yeah.
With the tank on the back and
Yeah.
the miserable fella.
It's even metallic as well, now we're looking at it.
Looks nice. I dread to think. Have a guess what the number is on this one. If that one was 106, I reckon this is 130.
Okay, let's find out.
Oh,
Cheaper?
57.
Oh, is that because it's a used one?
I think so.
I know it says it's a 2025. Either way, it's a no from me. Back to Sarge. How much is Sarge? 58. We've made it back home.
Yeah.
Mark's just put his in the bin. This very much needed. And
So we left with one vehicle.
we came back with 2. And some more Christmas cushions, you'll be pleased to hear. But we nearly came back with an 11-foot Grinch inflatable as well.
We did actually. We did.
I wasn't sure how the HOA would take that, to be honest, so
I
I
haven't seen
figured.
anybody else put anything like that.
No,
I've
there's
seen
been
little
no-
bits like
Yeah, little inflatables, but
nothing
nothing
crazy.
11 foot. Yeah, so we figured we'd better not do that.
So yeah, so we've just had our first experience of buying a car.
Now, obviously, we went to the Ford garage and we lost several hours of our life there. And our appointment was at
130.
1:30, and we walked in the door at 7.
Oh yeah.
It was very long, very drawn out, kind of.
But it wasn't. Everything took ages. Like the amount of paperwork you signed. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
And it's all crap. And you sign the same thing twice. I swear I signed a load of forms and then I signed the same forms again.
Yeah, no, but we did that for the visa, we've done that for the shipping, we've done that for everything.
Yeah, it's very archaic and very old hats.
Yeah,
But
but it's done. We now have our own car. It is a bigger car than I thought we were going to get. We went in there looking at new vehicles with a view to potentially leasing, to completely changing our mind and buying one.
yeah. We I don't know, have we even talked about the whole we wanted a lease because we've always leased vehicles thing?
I think we've not. I don't think we've kind of said that. What we were talking about was that we didn't think we were ever going to, in a million years, get finance. And so we'd found this lease option with a one-pay lease, thinking that was going to help us with credit. And then we established that it probably wouldn't.
No.
And then the difficulty with the leasing, and especially the one-pay leasing, was if anything happened and the car got written off, you'd lose all of your money. So we were like, that's not really something we want to do. So we went in there. New car prices were better in Jeep than in Ford.
No, not
Or
really.
is it relatively comparative, I suppose?
I think you get slightly more spec for your money in Jeep.
Yeah.
But they're sort of comparable prices. Look at like the Expedition Platinum we were looking at. It was the same price as that
Well,
Jeep
that's
we're
true.
on today. So, or the new Jeep we were looking at today.
And then we just happened to ask the guy what used car prices were like. And then when he told us the depreciation side of it and what the cars were
We're not naive or
used.
stupid. We know cars
Yeah.
drop in price horrendously in the first 3 years. So, but it was still surprising to see just how much they've dropped, especially the car we've gone for.
Yeah, and we were going to keep you in suspense until the morning because we need to show it you in the daylight.
What?
because it's dark now. Because we spent that long there, that we went in the day at lunchtime.
So much so that for most of the time I was filling in paperwork and signing stuff, I had the sun in my eyes.
Yeah, it was very sunny. It was lunchtime, and we've come back at dinner time, very hungry. In the dark.
But yeah, so I'll show you the car tomorrow. But we've had the experience.
And it's something you need to plan for. Plan for the fact that it is going to take you half a day.
Yes.
And if you can get somebody to look after your children while you go through this process,
Get yourself a nanny.
get yourself a Nanny Angel. Because,
It's painful.
it's for the kids especially, it's very boring. I went and had a look at a couple of different cars. Ultimately decided on the one that we've gone with. And I think took it for a test drive. Negotiated a little bit over some of the things that we wanted fixing before we were prepared to commit to it, which...
It is a used car, so it's obviously got the odd little bits and pieces, but it's immaculate. Like, there's
in the most part.
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. And it's like, we did the usual, one owner from new, looked at all the service history and all of that jazz.
Been full oil change and all the bits and pieces every 5,000 miles.
Which is what they recommend.
Yeah, it's a nice car. So
And it's relatively low mileage as well for here.
Yeah.
So we're happy. It's perhaps a higher spec than we thought we were going to get, because we thought we were going to get something a little bit newer.
Right.
Yeah.
But not quite as high spec, because it's a 22.
But this is like virtually the top spec one. So
Yeah,
it's got all
so-
the heads-up display and...
But in
All this
truth, the one thing that they said is the sort of the larger side of the SUV market, used vehicles are quite hard to come by. Because not many people buy them, yeah. So I think we've done quite well. We're quite happy.
But this was the only one in the spec and the mileage that we were happy to have.
In the
It was
whole-
the only one within 250 mile of where we're going from.
Yeah. So
So we'll keep you in dispense.
yeah, and you can
Dispense?
see
No, not dispense.
No.
Suspense.
suspense. But in the meantime, we have ordered steak and shake because Mark and I haven't eaten since breakfast,
I'm
and
starving and I'm gonna eat.
so yeah, we've got a delivery coming on Uber Priority because we weren't waiting around for them to deliver to anybody else. So steak and shake is on its way. So here we go. Here is our steak and shake. And look at the shakes. Look at the shakes. That's exciting.
How do you make it go down?
So me and Finley have both had the same one. We've both gone for mint Oreo.
Like all the way down.
Did you have all the stuff on yours?
Yeah, that one's mine.
How to open it all the way
It's all
down?
cold. It's cold. It's not warm. It's like just
It's not.
no.
Oh man, you can put them in the air fryer. The chips will warm up.
So good.
Is it good, Finn? Okay. Despite the lack of temperature, how is it? Okay. Okay. Should we have gone 5 guys in hindsight?
I wouldn't.
How much was it?
77.
We won't be having this again.
No.
That was $15 off. You should crack for that.
Yeah.
Did $5
Yeah. And it is Friday evening, just like that, gone in a flash. Another week, living in Florida, and I don't even know where the time has gone this week. It's been a crazy week of everything kind of car related, from, the written test to the practical test to getting our car sorted this week. So yeah, it's been very much a motoring week, coupled with a fabulous Thanksgiving. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed following along with this week in Florida, and hopefully you will come back and follow along with us again next week. Thank you very much, of course, for watching and for supporting us and for all your wonderful comments. And a big, massive thank you to all of our new subscribers who obviously have just come along and following us here in Florida. We really appreciate all of you joining and following the family. So, yeah, we will see you next week. Bye for now.